to Unhinged Boys MX Movie Reviews! And today we're reviewing
Black Phone 2.
Woo! The best, most anticipated movie of October.
I was extremely anticipating this movie.
Straight up.
And
then we watched it.
then we watched it.
And I got mad. Honestly, I'm getting a little mad more.
I'm gonna be honest. I got mad too. I got as I was watching it, I got extremely I made this movie unanticipated for me. I was just like, oh.
I'm gonna put that back down.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Damn it!
But anyway, the story. This movie
is everywhere.
Takes place what?
In the 80s.
5 years?
I don't know.
8 years?
Finney's like
18?
17, 18.
Let's say it takes place 5 or 6 years in the future from the first movie.
Yeah.
Everything's going good, you know, Finney, he's whooping ass. He's basically saying the same shit his friend said in the first movie.
And this is a reversal, by the way. This is not really about Finney. This is about his sister.
Yeah.
For some reason.
And some other bullshit. Actually, the movie begins with, with some chick talking on a phone in, this campground area.
Yeah.
Or whatever. She's like, yeah? Is this the place? The street? I don't know.
I found some writing in the ice.
I don't know. It's weird. And then we break from that, and then we go to Finney. Yeah, he's doing good. And his dad's not drunk anymore. He's not beating their asses anymore. He's not taking belt to ass.
Finney's turned into an asshole. Finney's beating up people.
Yeah.
Getting high. Every scene almost throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, and then they also hang out with the brother of the friend. I completely forgot about this character until now. The brother of the friend of the last movie who died.
That we had no mention of.
Yeah, no mention. He's just like, yeah, he's here. We're gonna have him there, and he's also the love interest to the sister, which they have a scene which is really weird, but then kind of ends funny. It ends, and I'm like, okay.
So she's getting premonition. She's like, hey, let's go. Dreams, I should say. She's like, all right, hey, let's go to this youth camp. Is it a youth camp? I don't know what.
Oh no, she keeps having dreams, and then she keeps sleepwalking. And at one point, she sleepwalked to the basement
of the Grabbers,
which is just
house.
You can just walk into. It's just there, just a crime scene for anybody to walk to. And
then Finney's like, oh, hey, you're here.
Oh. Anyway, long story short, it turns out her mom used to work at this one place.
And I think we should turn into the Scooby-Doo gang,
and we
should go there and investigate.
And try to figure this out. And then she just starts acting weird, and she's whatever. And she's like, "Dad, where's this one place?" And his dad's like, "Oh, I don't know. You know, it's just fucking whatever." And then this whole time, I just keep thinking the dad's just gonna he's just gonna be get pissed off. Damn it! Why did you ask about your mother? Boom.
Jesus.
Stop asking questions. Those dreams, they literally
uncomfortable.
As soon as she said it's about the dreams, and I thought he was gonna be dreams. They get the job there. They go there. There's a storm going on. By the way, the friend of the dead friend comes.
Yeah.
Whatever, just out of nowhere, and there's a storm going on. They get there, and then it turns out that they came there for no fucking reason. Well, kind of, because they signed up for the job.
Yeah, and then
even though the real reason is to investigate the camp, but they can't do that because the whole camp is snowed out. There's nobody else there. There's only 4 people there, and the camp counselor's like, yeah, no, we closed. There's nobody else coming. Because the thing's like, what? You didn't fucking call us? But of course they didn't, because they wouldn't be coming otherwise. So what the fuck was the point of having the storm?
So now they gotta sleep there.
And this begins the bullshit. Why the fuck was the point of them coming? You didn't call them? And like even if they did get the call, they'd still be like, all right, we still gotta go there, and it'd be stupid.
And then you're also you're not like there's a good stretch where you're just not getting any the grabber.
The grabber.
The whole point why you showed up to this movie?
Basically, now that they're here, they keep getting fucking phone calls or whatever. The sister's having fucking dreams. At one point, she the sister goes to one of the phones and has a conversation, which I think we figure out here, right? That it turns out it's her mom from the past.
Yeah. That was stupid.
I just realized that makes no fucking sense. Now her powers can just descend time and space? Okay, talking to ghosts, sure. But now she's like, alright, I get to get clues from my mom. So basically, yeah, she talks to her fucking mom or whatever. She's having weird dreams. And then one night, she has a fucking dream, and then her brother's just like, man, you're acting weird. Stop acting weird. And then the next night she has another dream, and then the brother just walks outside randomly and just picks up the phone. And then the grabber is just like, hey, so you basically killed my brother, so
that's why I'm back.
So that's why I'm back.
What? You couldn't have thought of anything else?
Hey, hell is cold. I dragged myself out of there, so instead of killing you, I'm gonna kill your sister. So basically, while his sister's sleeping, at the same time, he goes to his sister, and just the grabber goes to the sister and just hey, and then she's like, ah, and just starts running her dream, and then he's just at one point he's hitting her with a fucking belt and slashing her with an axe.
He's the worst. You're gonna find out that.
And then this.
He does nothing. Nobody dies in this movie.
Yeah, nobody dies. We were just spoil that. Yeah, and also, this is where it really gets fucky. It gets really fucking weird. I mean, well, I mean, actually, okay, I guess it's the beginning of the end where it's it's not too fucking weird, but it's at the same time, it's wait, what? So basically, everybody basically hears her screaming, so basically now she's in the kitchen, because when she's running, she's also running in real time. So it's she's basically just daydreaming. She's
and they got this
and basically she's getting attacked in her dream, and then she's in the kitchen, and then everybody goes in the kitchen, and then they basically see her get grabbed in the air and just choked out. And then
she's just flying around the room. The grabber he just gives up. He's like, all right, and then he's just.
Oh yeah, no, they're playing a tug of war with the grabber
because he's trying to put her in the stove.
Yeah, and he puts her. Yeah, so basically, yeah, it's like Freddy Krueger kind of, but he doesn't have just physical space of the person he's touching. Because I thought because in Freddy Krueger that's kind of the whole thing, right? He doesn't have really any control of anything else but the person.
Yeah, you can't.
He can't just.
As long as.
Shit. I mean, he can. But yeah, he just controls the person.
As long as they're asleep.
Yeah. In this one, the grabber's just basically, he's basically an invisible dude. He's grabbing shit. He's can I give you your luggage?
But he's not there.
He's invisible. He's just grabbing people. People are playing tug of war with this motherfucker. And then at one point, I don't know, he just disappears. And everyone's just oh. I think it's because the sister's connected to him. I think.
I don't know.
Because he only shows up when the sister's asleep.
It's not said, and it's don't.
So I think there's a thing her power is connected with his, but at the same time, I don't think that's true, because then they do a bunch of investigating or whatever the fuck. They figured out that her mom used to work here, and that basically the grabber also used to work here.
And that, at the time, they used to call him Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill, because everybody used to have, which is weird. They have a weird scene where they're to the camp counselor, all right, do you know my mother, the actual name of my mother? And he's like, no, I didn't.
Stardust.
No, I don't know the name of your mother, because we only had nicknames. And then she's like, it's like, what? When you can't remember names, but you can only remember nicknames. And anyway, they're like, yeah, they describe the mother, and he's like, oh, Stardust. It's like, do you remember Stardust and Buffalo Bill, but you don't remember like Cassie or fucking the grabber? I don't know.
I will say there's like one death in this just to make it rated R. It was a ghost. They're showing like.
Oh no, yeah, there's like a bunch of flashbacks of the grabber killing kids.
Yeah, in the like very beginning, like in the intro. I mean, it was shot well. I like the camera,
kind of like sinister,
but
sinister looking.
And I was like, oh shit, we're in for a good one. And then that's not what I thought while we were in the middle of this.
So basically, yeah, they're talking, and then it turns out that their mother found out that Buffalo Bill, the grabber, was doing this shit. So she, instead of calling the cops, investigates the house that he's doing this shit in, looks into his basement,
and
right?
The grabber's
sees it, sees the kid, tries to run, but then the grabber's like, hey, bitch. And then, here's the stupidest fucking part. Actually, we're not at the stupidest fucking part. This is just stupid. Literally, like, the grabber just apparently kills the mom by just kills her, and then just drags her body to her house, to her garage, hangs her body up, and then just fucking walks away.
Yeah.
It's just out in the fucking open. Nobody's paying attention to this. There's only 3 people that live in this goddamn neighborhood. There's only like 4 people that live in that fucking neighborhood. Every other house is vacant. Nobody else lives there. Nobody, because otherwise, why the fuck? There wasn't a neighbor that was like, why is there a weird guy basically like slinging some woman over and like dragging her over to some fucking... Like, he doesn't even like close the fucking garage door. Like, it's like, oh, yeah, it's open. Like... Anyway, you figure out that the grabber killed their mother. Oh no, and now it's personal. It's fucking personal.
And then she's like, you know what? As she's in a dream, by the way, we're just skipping some.
Actually, they also figure out that actually the kids are also the power source for the grabber or whatever, which I don't know, doesn't make any sense, but okay. And then, yeah, you were saying?
Like, the sister is just like, she's getting attacked by the grabber in the telephone booth. It's kind of stupid. And then, she's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna be 11 from Stranger Things. I'm just gonna have stupid ass powers.
Yeah, they started yeah, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just...
She explodes the telephone booth and sends him flying. And he's like, she's like, I control this. As she walked up to the grabber, and he's like, so? And then she just like punches him. That was, I'm pretty positive that was the line.
Yeah, and then I guess after that,
they're just
I don't fucking remember.
It literally
goes everywhere.
It literally just jumps to, all right, well, we need to go locate the
bodies in the
skeletons.
So like they basically go to the middle of the lake, and it just goes for like days. They're just like looking for the bodies, and then but keep in mind the fucking grabber can do anything at this point. He could probably just like kill them. They're sleeping.
They leave
and then finally, I guess one night they're about to find them, and that's when the grabber is finally like, "Fuck it, I'm getting my skates."
And that's when you see him in the trailer.
Pretty sure that's where we're at right now.
Yeah, they all leave except the sister. Leave the one guy out there that runs the camp that knew their mother or whatever. And he's like chopping ice, and at the same time the grabber's like matching his movements, chopping the ice.
Yeah, because I guess they realized, they're like, wait a minute, he's gonna try to stop us.
Yeah.
Even though it's like...
And then he breaks the ice.
I think it's like 30 minutes after we should have realized that?
Yeah. He breaks the ice anyway, and like the guy's trying to get up, and the grabber's just like, nope, you get down there. And they end up saving him, and then he just disappears from the movie. We never see him again.
What, the guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. No. They grab him out.
And then...
Now everybody from the camp's there. There's like these old people. There's like the camp counselor, this daughter.
This daughter that's like trying to be a cowboy or some shit. She was useless in the film.
The brother of the dead friend, and then Finn, and then the sister. I'm trying to remember how this goes. So basically, they get there, and then the grabber. He's just kind of, I don't know. I guess he's kind of standing there. And then,
they're working overtime.
And then for some weird reason, the bitch, she's just like, all right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to bed, and then she goes, and I'm just like, no, don't go to bed.
She's like, I'm gonna go to bed.
And then she makes like, and then she's basically just like a force ghost of herself now.
Yeah, but for no reason.
And then she starts fighting the grabber, right?
But she goes underwater to get the skeletons, which
makes no sense. She's a ghost.
And didn't...
So she has the power to do that now?
And she didn't really fight the grabber, she just...
Yeah, no, but Finny does. Basically, I don't know, Finny, like, basically the grabber tries to kill the sister, go after her. Everybody's just kind of standing there, by the way, while this is going on. There's, like, two invisible people. Finny's the only one kind of paying attention to this shit. But, like, Finny's just sitting there... And then all of a sudden the grabber just like does a flip and like tries to choke out Finny like he did in the first movie. Like Finny did to him. He's like, hey, how's this feel? And then
Finny breaks loose and just...
Yeah, breaks loose, and then
they hold him down. They hold the grabber down.
Yeah, and then they hold him down, and then like at one point Finny just starts smashing his head on the fucking... he's a ghost!
There's nothing there.
They
basically
just start... I don't know how else to describe this, but they basically just start fucking fist fighting him. Like, as if he's not a ghost. It's basically his sister's ghost and Finny. Tag teaming this motherfucker.
This is basically like...
They might as well just did like some fucking like, watch out! Boom, fucking RKO shit. Like, that's basically kind of what they were doing.
Giving one-liners and shit. Like, this is where the director...
Freeze in hell, fucker.
This is where the director and everyone just stop giving a fuck.
Yeah, and then to stop the grabber, basically, just magically, all of the fucking barrels, they just float up. They break up, and then the fucking like skeletons
grab him.
The skeletons in the barrels grab the ghost. By the way. I was like, is this real, or is it just like the spirits? But no, it's actually real, because after this, you see the barrels, they're all up, and the corpses are like... So, like, the corpses, they just are like, fuck it, we had enough! And then they kind of just drag
the grabber grabs his mask and puts it back on, and he slithers back into the ice.
Doesn't he die or something?
That's the last we hear from him.
I think they kicked him in the ice. I can't really remember. I don't know.
I don't know. I just know that I don't believe there was an after credit scene.
He gets dragged to hell. Fuck it. I don't know.
Sure. Like this.
I can't even literally, we watched this movie like a month ago, and I can remember the first one more than I can remember this fucking one. Like, it's literally like. One thing I remember is like the fucking Finny beating the shit out of a kid, and then his sister's having dreams, and then they go to a fucking cabin, and then fucking. His sister's a blood tornado for no reason, and then they beat up the grabber.
The unfortunate part is the second one is extremely forgettable because
no fucking sense. They literally just say fuck it. All that paranormal shit has no fucking rules.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Screw it. You know, you can do whatever you want. You can present space and time. You can become a fucking... He basically became an invisible zombie. Somebody... The motherfucker who directed or written this must have watched JoJo's. Like, at least the fucking... Like, because that's one of the bad guys has an ability to make invisible zombies. Like he's basically an invisible zombie. Like, he's basically an invisible Jason Voorhees. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's so fucking stupid. Like, that had to be the only thing that they were going for. Which doesn't work at all, because before that, they're basically hinting that that's not the fucking case.
And honestly...
So it's like... And by the way, if that If he can fucking... Sorry, Jared. If Ghost can come back from hell to just wreak revenge, then why the fuck didn't the kids from the first movie do that? Why didn't they become little invisible zombie fuckers and rip him apart? The first movie should have been like, alright, he sticks him in there. Next night, they talk to Finney, and then they are like, don't worry, we got this. And then they just go upstairs as invisible ghosts, and they just rip him apart, and then Finney leaves. There you go, that's the movie.
So,
it could have just been a short story. Like,
you remember when I said last review how there's the Grabber's game? That doesn't take place anywhere in this movie.
No, because they fuck that and they go back. This might as well have just been a prequel. I'm gonna be honest with you.
This might as well just not have happened.
This basically was a prequel to The Grabber, basically.
I mean, essentially, yeah.
It was like a pseudo-sequel prequel. Because instead of being like, oh, there's new shit he's doing, they're like, alright, we're gonna go back.
We did forget to mention, there is this one couple in the movie that are just like assholes.
I don't know, they get cut up and that's about it.
Yeah, and they just disappear from the movie.
Yeah, and that's why we didn't talk about them.
They don't die, they just disappear. The fucking cowboy niece or whatever, she was pointless. She didn't have any fucking lines really in the movie. I don't even know why she was in this.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, to be like a love interest for Finn, but...
Which wasn't...
But then again, they have two things of dialogue, and they're not even like actual conversations. They're just like, you know what's weird? They literally
they're just like, hey,
him and her dad, Finn and her dad have more of a conversation because at one point like Finn's smoking, like he's smoking, and then like the guy shows up and is like, hey, how you doing? Things are sad. Whatever, right?
Clearly how he sounds.
That's how it is. That's how it is. But anyway, no, like, yeah, like her father had more screen. Like they literally have a they talk to each other, but it's like 2 times, and it's just about her sister. Like it's literally just be like, what's going on? What's happening? I don't know. Some shit's going on over there. That's literally the only time they talk.
And then Finney has like a breakdown as soon as his father gets there.
They basically have their relationship in this movie is Finn and that girl's relationship is like as if they were just co-workers that worked like one shift with each other. That's the equivalent of their fucking romance that they try to do. It looks like you can't say. You can't say they were just fucking looking into it, like, you were just overacting. Like, no, they try. There's, like, some shit that, like, even at one point, like, they talk and it's just, like, there's, like, a scene where they, like, look at each other, like, as if they're gonna have, like, a fucking future relationship. And it's just, like, they don't go into that.
No.
They're like, fuck you, we need to see the Grabber do nothing.
He literally did nothing! That's the sad part.
No character development. We just needed the fucking Grabber to be like, hey. Like, you can also be like, yeah, sure, we just wanted to see Grabber do cool shit. He doesn't even do cool shit. He's literally just like, fuck it, I'm the Grabber.
I felt like when I was watching the trailer that this was supposed to be the replacement for Nightmare on Elm Street, because we're never going to see Freddy again. Let's just get that out of the way.
You know why.
Well, not only that, just based on the fact that there's just like it's tied up in court or something like that, legal issues or something.
That's most of the 80s shit, because they're just like this.
This could have been the replacement, and instead they had it. They somehow brought a character back that had no business having a sequel or being supernatural.
Yeah, like it's so sad. They could have
they're just like, you know what?
Even now, nobody talks about the fucking movie. I haven't heard one person talk about Black Phone.
No.
Oh, it's so great. Black Phone.
They literally made Freddy Krueger come back without Freddy Krueger, and I thought that the movie was going to take place where they're at a camp and they're all asleep, and then they're trapped.
See, that would have been a better movie. That's
in like a hellish kind of thing.
Too, like, and every night something bad's happened. They try to convince the guy, but honestly, that's a whole other fucking movie. That's probably the reason why they didn't do it, because it's a whole other movie. Keep in mind, they don't go to the fucking campsite until like probably 40 minutes into the movie.
And the rest of it is...
So it's like...
It literally feels like a Hallmark movie. It doesn't work.
It's almost like 2 movies, honestly. Like,
it doesn't work for a movie that you're trying to set up as the next Nightmare on Elm Street.
they should have just started at the fucking campsite. I don't understand what the fuck. Just be like, oh, why didn't you just have it, like, start off in the summertime, right? Like, start off at the same point that this brother got kidnapped, right? The sister is going to go to the fucking campsite. They don't know. See, look, I'm going to give you a better movie. The sister doesn't know, right? The sister doesn't know. She's like, all right, I wanted some normalcy, you know, wherever. The dreams started coming up again. I don't know what they're about. I don't even want to fucking look at it. I'm just going to go. I'm going to go to the campsite. Hey, brother, you want to come? And maybe Finn's like, okay, maybe I'll come with you because I feel bad having her go by herself, wherever they go, whatever. And then they start slowly realizing throughout the movie that actually the grabber used to be her. Not only just the grabber, or maybe like her mother used to work here, but not that her mother used to work here, the grabber used to work here. And now the grabber used to work here, he used to fucking kill people. And now they used to kill people, he killed their mother. And then when they figured that out, it's just like, oh, well, now we can't leave. We gotta try to figure out a way to stop him. And then it's just like, and then you can do the whole Freddy Krueger thing. Where, like, you can bring him back, and then he's like, and then you can just do that. I mean, like...
This was the most pointless
which would have been
movie.
a way better fucking movie. Like, just have it that. There's, like, so many directions where they could just be like, oh, yeah.
And they
you know what's funny? It doesn't even snow until they go to the fucking cabin. Is it even snowing?
Yeah, I mean... Somewhat, I guess. There's like
the
first
is there
night
any
or two.
snow like before they go to the cat? Like, cause I don't remember. I thought it was like fucking, like still in November, like October at that point. It looks like October. It doesn't look like snow's gonna like a snowstorm is gonna happen.
I don't know. This movie.
I guess you could say it was like in the end of November, but I don't know.
it was just so disappointing. They had lightning, and then they were just like. Huh.
Yeah. I don't know. All I know is that there's snow, there's no snow. And then there was no snow, and there was snow.
There was no grabber.
Snow. And the grabber. There's no grabber. There's no snow, Jared.
And I want to say
this. There's a grabber.
I don't even know what, like...
I'm sorry, my brain broke.
Like, also, the other thing I have a little bit of a problem with, that... I mean, I like his costume, but it's not even what he died in or used in the other movie.
Yeah.
I don't understand that, but they're just like, you know what? He's gonna get a new outfit, a wardrobe change.
Good old wardrobe change.
The movie's not even creepy. It fails at that even.
I think there's like...
There's like one scene where they tried to be.
One scene, I think there was
with the snowman.
I can't even fucking remember, to be honest.
Where it's just like
if there was anything good.
He threw a snowball after drawing his face, whatever, at the window, and he's like, "Hey, my name's not fucking Bill."
Oh yeah, I forgot about that scene. And it doesn't do anything. It doesn't
do anything.
There's anything. Yeah, there's just a random scene where like the guy, like the camp counselor's just sitting somewhere, and he's just like. We're gonna get you, Bill. And then all of a sudden, it's just like, he's just, the ghost of him just shows, I'm not Bill. That means he can't kill people.
Unfortunately.
That means he's just roaming around doing nothing. That means he's not connected with his sister. He's connected to, he is connected to the kids. He can just do whatever he wants. Why the fuck doesn't he do anything?
But again, this is another Blumhouse movie, so what do you expect?
But anyway, fuck it. I don't know. I give it a fucking 4.
I give it a fucking 2.
Because, like, I don't know, I mean... I was like...
I'm mad about this movie.
Even though it pissed me off, I was like, I guess it's... goofy.
I still like the grabber, I still like how he looked, he just didn't do anything and he was fucking squandered.
Yeah, I don't know, it's just, yeah.
So...
Okay, I give it a 3, Anyway, yeah. that was the Grabber 2.
Black Phone 2.
Black Phone 2.
Oh, we forgot.
What did we forget?
Yeah, no, the ending that we were both angry about, the sister, Finny now can't hear the fucking phone anymore.
Oh yeah.
So the grabber's done.
By the way, we didn't even like talk about the end. We just kind of just went past it. Like after
we got so angry
about the grabber dying when he just dies, and then that's the end of the movie. Yeah, no, like basically, yeah.
Her mom calls from heaven.
Yeah, like literally, the mom called. Like her mom's ghost is like, "Hey, you did a good job. Tell brother I said hi."
Yeah, we're not gonna talk to Finney.
Even though this movie was about Finney, like kind of. But
yeah.
No, but I guess it's about you.
Yeah, the whole series was about you.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry.
All right. Bye. And then she hangs up, and then Finn's like, "Who's that?" And she's like, "What did she say?"
It was Mom.
Oh yeah, I guess that's what she said. I thought she was gonna be like, "No." I don't know.
And then that was the end.
And then they just drive off. And then that's that, yeah. Dad's like, you kids. You clowns. Yeah. Which is a cartoon you guys should go watch on Adult Swim right now.
This felt like a cartoon. What the fuck was this?
It was the most goofy shit.
Look, the film, like I said, it looks good. Especially when they're in the dream sequences. They use like an old camera. I like that shit. But they just this movie was shit.
It was ass.
It was complete.
Yeah, and that was Black.
Shit.
That was Black Phone 2. I mean, I don't know if I recommend or don't recommend it.
If you want to watch it for yourself. It's up to you.
It's kind of something you gotta experience because it's just like it is.
You gotta understand.
They give up halfway through this fucking movie because it's just like, even I don't know, like. Up until the kitchen scene, where the grabber actually shows up, is where I give up on it. Where I'm kind of just like start giving up. Where I'm just like, oh no. Because after that, they're just kind of like, shit makes no sense. Fuck it.
I gave up when we were 40 minutes into the fucking movie and
nothing happened.
There was no grabber or any mention of him.
40-minute mark. Yeah, and then it takes like another 10 minutes for anything else to happen. So it's like 50 minutes until the grabber shows up, and then the rest is just... And then it's just like 45 more minutes of like nothing. It's just like the grabber just being a zombie ghost.
Yeah.
Alright, well, anyway, I think we should fucking end there because we're just kind of going on like the fucking movie did. Yeah. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Go here, hit the notification button. If you want to support us, go to Patreon and...
Help us out by giving us a subscribe.
So, yeah. See you guys in the next one.
Yeah.
Bye.